Okay, this is a live session of the portal training. We are waiting for the ICT administrators to join. We are waiting for the ICT administrators to join. We are waiting for the principals to join. We are waiting for the head teachers to join us. It is going to be a practical session. So as you join, please help us to indicate that you have joined us live. Then we'll be able to commence. We'll be able to commence. We're waiting for people to join us live on this session. Navigating through the Diocesan Portal. Diocese.akaportal2.net. Navigating through the portal. Please, if you have joined us, kindly make a comment. To enable us know that people are following us so that we can comment the practical guide. Please, it's very, very important. While we wait for ICT administrators of various schools to join, we want to hover through the Diocesan Portal. This is the website, okadiocese.akaportal2.net. If you don't want to enter through this, you can enter using the website. You can enter through the website. You can enter through the website. If you don't want to enter through this, you can enter through the website. It's very, very important. We are waiting for people to join and make some comment to enable us know that we are not alone in this live session. To enable us know that we are not alone in this live session is very, very important. Please, as soon as you join, let us know. As soon as you join, please let us know. We have started, please. Okay, let us commence. In the absence of any other issue or challenges, we are going to commence. We are going to commence so that we save our time. The night is far spent. The night is far spent. Okay, the first thing we should do, let me navigate to the beginning of the website. The first thing you should do is to enter the website. You type the website into the URL. You type the website into the URL. When you look at my screen clearly and carefully, you find out that we have two websites. One is for the portal, one is for the school entirely. One is for the portal, one is for the school entirely. Please, if you can hear me, kindly notify us. If you can hear me, kindly notify us. It's very, very important so that we're able to know how many we are here. Okay, there's no more time to waste. The first thing you should do is to type the website. As I rightly said, that we have two websites for the Diocese of Awka. One is the general website that contains all the schools in Diocese of Awka. Then the second one is direct to the portal whereby you'll be able to register as an IT administrator or as a head teacher or head of ICT in your school. So the first one is awkadiocese.akadschool2.com. You tap enter. So when you tap enter, it will open the Diocese of Awka Anglican Communion, whereby you see schools. You hover through your mouse, you see nursery and primary schools, you see secondary schools, you see vocational institutions, you see tertiary institutions. Then you see portal, CBT, results portal, and about. This is all about the Diocese of Awka. Welcome to the Diocese of Awka Anglican Communion. This is our Bishop and Archbishop. So this is the website. But you don't need much from this website. What you just need is from the dashboard, you go directly to schools. Let me say secondary schools. When you go to secondary schools, you see the list of secondary schools here. But this is not exactly what we want to do. We are talking about the results. So you go to school portals. As soon as you go to school portal, it will log you in. Provided your school is registered on this portal, it will automatically log you in. Please, if you are connected to this session, I would want to see your comment. Let me know if you are following us. It's very, very important, because this session came as a result of the demand. It's an impromptu arrangement, but I believe that some people should be able to join us. Good. So this is the dashboard. I am using Delight Model Secondary School, NIBO, as a guide or as a case study for this visual session. Delight Model Secondary School, NIBO. So when you look at the dashboard, you'll be able to see every information you need about the school. Under the dashboard, you see students. As soon as you click students, it will give you the list of all the things you need about students, ranging from registering of new students to managing the listed students, taking attendance, new attendance, printing identity card. So everything you need about the student should be there. Everything you need about the students should be found on this row. So we start from registration. As an ICT administrator, you want to register new students. What do? First, you must have logged in. So you click on register. As you click on register, it will take you to another background where you enter the details of the student. Now we have a list of forms to fill for the student. So you must have their class list. As an IT administrator of that school, each subject teacher should be able to give you the names of the students offering his or her subject, or each form teacher should be able to give you the names of the people that are in his or her class. So the first one, you put the surname, the middle name, the first name, and every other thing you need about the student. But peradventure, you don't have all the required information. For example, the first name is John. Then the student has no middle name. Instead of leaving this middle name blank, you should put a dash so that the system will acknowledge that there is a data for the middle name. You don't keep it vacant. So you put a dash, then you go to first name, maybe you say Okon, then you go to phone number. When you go to phone number, you must not have the phone number of the student. It's not a must you have the phone number of the student. So since you do not have the phone number of the student and the system requires that you put a phone number, so what you do is you just write something like 080 333 444 just to cover the space for phone number. Then the next one is address. You put the address of the student. Whereby you don't know the address, you use dash. The next one is gender. Is the student male, a male student or female? You'll be able to click on any of them. Then go to date of birth. Most times this information may not be available with you. So instead of you wasting the whole week or the whole day sourcing for this information, you can choose any date of birth. You can choose any date of birth. Maybe you go to this session, choose the year and choose the month. So from here you can choose when the student was born, and maybe 2009 January 4th. So as soon as you choose, it will highlight here. Then place of birth. Most of these things you don't need to put them, so you put a dash. The next one is state. You just click on the drop down menu. You see the list of the 36 states in Nigeria. You'll be able to choose any state. Preferably, if you are maybe suspecting that the student is not from Anambra State, you can maybe choose any state that is not Anambra. But if I am to suggest, you can just choose Anambra State. You can just choose Anambra State for all your students. It has been programmed that the system will not, start searching for the actual state of origin of the student. So you can choose Anambra State. Then as soon as you choose the state, the local government of that state will be made available under the section for local government. Remember, the state you choose will determine the local government, which means you don't need to choose local government before state. You must choose the state. Then after you must have chosen the state, it will now refresh and give you the list of the local government in that state. So as I've chosen Anambra State, go to this drop down. You now see Aguata, Anambra East, Anambra West, Anocha, and all the rest of them alphabetically. Then it's different from when I choose something like let me say Adamawa. It will still refresh. When I choose Adamawa, then you see the list of all the local governments that are in Adamawa. So that is just for the state. Then the next thing is nationality. There's no need changing nationality. It's assumed that all your students are Nigerians, so there's no need changing the nationality. But whereby there's no nationality highlighted under this column, please choose Nigeria. Then the next one is current class. What is the current class of that student you are registering? For example, we are in 2025-2026 academic session. This is first time. So your student maybe is in just 1A. You choose just 1A. Then you say impute school attended last. The last school the student attended. You can just put space. Then admission year should be the current year you admitted the student. So you put 2025. Now, as soon as you fill all these things, automatically the system will generate the student ID. It has been programmed that as soon as you fill in the document of each of the students, the student ID will be generated. What does this student ID do? The student ID is meant for the student to log into the website or the portal to access their results and maybe check their performances and all the rest of them. So you are not the one to generate the student ID. It is on auto generate. Then the next one is passport. This passport, the passport format we use is PNG. You can still use a JPEG, it's still acceptable, but don't use PDF, don't use any other format, either JPEG or PNG, any image version. So when you click on browse, it will take you to your computer, assuming you want to insert the picture of each of your students, which is important, which is very, very important, because it is important that you put the picture of the student and the name. Most times, two students might be bearing the same surname, maybe the same first name or middle name. So if you don't put their pictures, a new teacher might be confused putting the score of this student to another student. So it's important you put the image of each of the students you are working with. So assuming that this is my student, you click on it, the image of the student will enter there automatically. Then you go through your information, you click next. By the top bottom right, you click next. It will take you to the next page. So here they will say the guardian name. So it's not compulsory you know all these things. It's not compulsory you know all these things. The key most important things there, number one is the name of the student, which is first name, middle name, and surname. Secondly is the gender of the student, which is either the student is male or female. Then thirdly, the class. When you put the name very correctly, you put the gender correctly, you put the class correctly. I think these are the most basic things you require to put. Other things you can use dash to, replace them. But remember that none of these gaps or none of these forms should be left vacant. Please, I wish you let others know. This is a very important session. I have to squeeze out my time to make sure that we are here. Please. And I want to suggest, if you are here, kindly comment on the comment section with the name of your school so that I'll be able to know the schools that attended this live session. It will help us, please, to keep track of records. Good. Make a comment on the comment section. Write the name of your school on the comment section. So, of no account should you leave any of the lines or the forms or the vacants empty. Instead of leaving them empty, use a dash sign. Use a dash sign. Good. After that, the next thing you should do is to scroll up, see finish. They'll ask you, are you sure? Are you sure? See it. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to register this student? If you are sure that you want to register this student, then you click OK. If you are not sure that you want to register this student, you click cancel. So this is a dummy. I don't want to register this student because if I register this student, it will go and occupy a space in just 1A of Delight Model Secondary School, something like that, the school I'm using. So there's no need me clicking OK, because as soon as I click OK, it will occupy a space whereby the teacher, the form teacher or the subject teacher in just 1A will not see a name that doesn't exist in her class or in his class. So it will be creating a problem. So there's no need me registering this student. So I will click cancel. But for you, you have to click OK. Please, I have pleaded with you, comment here with the name of your school. To help us keep records. Okay. The next thing we are going to do after we must have submitted is assume that I have submitted this result. So we'll go back to student. Under this student, you see manage. What is the work of manage? Manage, beside it you see a spanner, which means this is settings. You'll be able to set some things, correct some errors, add or remove. This is where you manage all the information about your school. Remember, I am teaching you as an IT administrator, not as a student. No student should have access to this admin dashboard. So it's only the IT administrator. Secondly, as an IT administrator, don't go to a cyber cafe to log in with this, with the details of your school, because if you try that, they might hack into the portal of your own school. So there's no need to exposing the password given to you. This is a secret code for you alone, who is managing the portal of your school. And it is believed that every school in this diocese has a laptop made for inputting and the printing of these results. That is by the way. I've seen Abu Abag and a primary school. You are welcome. Okay, the next thing is manage. What is the work of this manage? The work of manage is to make sure that there is no error in your work. So you click manage. When you click manage, another setup will come up. What do you want to manage? What exactly do you want to manage? That is the question you should ask yourself. Maybe a student complained that you misspelled his or her name, or a student complained that maybe I am a girl and you registered me as a boy. Are you getting? So this is where you make the corrections. There's no need registering the student again. There's no need registering the student again. So when you click at this manage, remember where we saw manage. When you click at this manage, then you see generate pin. Don't touch any of the tools you don't have any business with. There's no need clicking through all the tools so that you don't delete some important handles. So this is out of school. This out of school is meant for students like alumni who have left the school. Then this is the listed students you removed from the school. This is view. Then under view you see attendance, you see take attendance, view attendance, print identity card. From this you can print identity card. It's very, very important. Many schools don't know that. You can print identity card for your school through here. We prepared it in a way that each school will be able to print the ID of their students. What is the importance of this ID? The benefit of this ID is that when you print it, every student will have his or her login ID to check his or her result without disturbing you. So when you click, for example, I want to click for Alocha Oge Chuku. I have clicked the student name, then I say print ID. It will now generate the ID of this student. Assuming you have registered this student with his or her passport. See what you can see on my screen. Have you seen the ID? The ID is here already. So see it here now. This is the student ID. You may not see this is an attached layer. It's on print preview, so you may not see what I'm doing. But if you are with your laptop, I think after this session you go through it, you'll be able to see what I mean. So each student should be able to have their ID, whereby the PIN number, the gender, the name of the student, and every other vital information are stored. So let's go back to manage. We have clicked manage. We want to make a correction. Abago, Pascal, JS1B, mail. What do you want to do? When you click on this, icon, if you can see it from my screen, I'm trying to zoom it so that you'll be able to see it very well. So when you click on this icon, you now see delete student record. If you want to delete the record of that student, you delete it. You say out of school, edit student record, view student profile, print student profile, expel or delete student, suspend or lock account. So you have the 100% right as an IT administrator on your school portal. So whatever decision you take on this portal is going to stand. So you'll be able to be careful what you click. Don't just log into your system, you drop it to your children, and before you come back, they must have deleted one or two things, and you start complaining up and down. So anytime you log into this site that is your school portal, please make sure that it's only you who is handling the system. It's very, very important. Good. So this is where you take actions concerning your school. Then the next one we do now is the all important for this session, the all important, which is result management. What is result management? Result management, when you click on it, it will give you the list of things you need to know about student results. How you can impute results singularly, how you can impute results in batch, how you can do an offline result, how you can approve student results, manage exam score, master list, class performance, result analysis, print result analysis, batch printing of result, and every other thing you need to know about results. So you can go through it, you see a list of tools, all the things you want to know about the result. So for the terminal results, as an IT administrator, what you do is this. If you are the one to key in the results, you go to result management. Haven't gone there, you see the list of options. You go to batch input result or input batch results. Input batch result means that you want to put the results of all the class or maybe the students as in group. It's not just singularly. You're not putting results one by one. You're putting it subject by subject or class by class. So that is input batch result. When you click it, input batch result, it will now open. This is it. One thing about this site is that whatever thing you click that is taking you out from this portal will ask you to click to verify whether you're a human being. So it's a security feature. So don't be angry about that. When you are asked if you're a human being, just click yes or okay. Then you go in. So we want to check the badge results or the bar score for this particular class. Look at this under student class. When you click on it, you see the list of classes you must have registered before now. You see the list of classes, then you see the list of subjects. So every subject is here, both primary, secondary and junior secondary and the senior secondary subjects are here. Then you see the term. Another thing that is more important you should take note of is the session you are into. Most times you will put the result without checking the session. Maybe you put a result for 2026 2027 session, then when you want to print now, you'll be printing 2024 2025 session. It cannot come out because there's no data on 2024 2025 session. For example, now we are not in 2024 2025 session, but by default this thing is on 2024 2025 session. Please take note of this. So you must change this to the current session you are into. We are in 2025 2026 academic session, so you must change it. If you don't change it, it will not change on its own. So that is your work. You must change it. Please take note of this. So as you have changed the session, then you initialize. Initialize means load this information. So want to print, we put result for just 1A English studies. Then you say initialize. It will initialize, it will bring the data for this particular class under the subject you have chosen. So you have seen it here now. Here you see continuous assessment, you see examination, you see term. The term is first term. The session is 2025 2026 academic session. So this is where you put the result. This is where you put the result. But more importantly, there's something we should do before getting to this level, which most of you have been asking questions on how to do. Before you get to this level, you must have printed a template for imputing the results manually, which will be given to all the subject teachers. You must print a template that will be given to all subject teachers, whereby they can impute the results subject by subject. Then when you have the results at hand, you can now look at the student name and put exactly the results given to that student from the paper you have at hand. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. So how do we do that? Remember, we paused a little to go back to make a little adjustment. So how do you do that? If you want to get that template, it is seen under result management also. Remember, this is all you need to know about results. So peradventure the quiz took me, maybe mistakenly take you back to the dashboard. Don't worry. Use your hand and click result management. It will still come out again. Result management. So what are we looking for? We are looking for the template where the subject teachers will be able to put in their results manually, then submit to the IT teacher, IT administrator, or maybe if they want to put by themselves. But at least there should be a hard copy of the results, not you entering results from the register. It is not advisable, please. So what you do, you go to under result management, you see print result format. Print result format. So you click on it. Print result format. You click on it. Please indicate your school. It's very, very important. Indicate your school. Don't leave this session without telling us your school, so that we'll be able to know the progress we have made and attending to the questions. Please, it's very, very important. Indicate your school. And this is the platform we'll be posting anything about the portal and all the rest of them as it pertains to teaching and guidance. Please. Good. So the result format has come out. You choose the class. Which class do I want to print the result format? I want to print just 1A. Just 1A. In which session? Remember, I told you this session is very, very important. In any of the commands you are giving to your computer, remember that you must check the session you are into. The session is very, very important. Very, very important. So you check the session. The session is 2025, 2026. Most IT administrators don't change this session, and it will confuse a lot of things. Then you click display. So as soon as you click display, this format will now come out. So this format is as a result of the students you have registered under this subject in that class. So we are seeing here just 1A. But there is a way we built this. We programmed this result format so that it doesn't give you a headache. Maybe making you to be printing one by one for all the subjects you are handling. So we did it in a way that you can write the subject manually. Look at it. So see here, written subject. You can write it manually. So what does it mean? You can just print a copy of this result format for just 1A. Then you photocopy, maybe you give to English teacher, maths teacher, biology, and all the rest of them. They will now write the subject they handle for that class. They will write the subject they handle for that class and submit. Most subject teachers don't remember to fill this, and it will be confusing to the people who are doing the imputation. Remember to write the subject so that you don't use subject A for subject B. Please, it's very, very important. Okay. We are going back now to batch result inputs or input batch results. We just came back because of this template. So batch input results. We are here now. Remember, we have chosen just 1A. And we say English studies. Please, it's very, very important. English studies is for junior secondary. There's a difference between English studies. In this work now, I think we'll have 2 English here, so that you don't go and choose for the one meant for junior secondary. Please. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. I told my boys to delete one English so that it will not be confused, because formally we do have English for senior, then English studies for junior. Okay, so this is English studies. Then we are working on first term. Remember the session as I told you before. Now 2025-2026 academic session. Good. Then you initialize. When you initialize, it will now bring the list of the students here. So when you look at this, it is clickable. You can put any number. So you are going to work with the template given to you. If the template given to you is 40-60, as in CA 40, exam 60, please stick to it. Don't put CA 60 and exam 40. What do I mean? If the template given to you is meant to have CA 40% or 40 scores, then exam 60% or 60 scores, join together it will be 100%. Don't make the mistake of swapping it. You may say, after all, it's the same number. It's not the same number. We programmed it in a way that this CNI is 40. Any result or any number that is above 40 is equals to 0 for this CA. I hope people are listening to me, and I must emphasize this clearly. That's why many people put in the results, and after more they will tell you that we finished putting the result for the students and we did not see anything. You didn't see anything because you never followed the guide, you never followed the instruction. If the CA is 40, don't put more than 40, don't put 41. If the exam is 60, don't put 61. So here now you put any score that is 40 and below. You can put 39, you can put 32. Then here you can put any score that is below 60 and below. Don't put something that is above that number given to that column, because when you try that, it will amount to 0 to that student. That is where most of the IT personnel and administrators are getting it wrong. If you look at the column, they look alike, but it's not the same. Please. Then secondly, this one is for the subject teachers. There are some subjects like moral instruction, and I think is moral instruction, and let me use moral instruction as an example. When you look at moral instruction, some schools don't write midterm tests for moral instruction, and some schools, even when they write the result, they join it together as 100% result, whereby when they fill in the result template, they will write John Okon 80. They will not fill in, they will not divide it 40-40 or 30-50. They will just write 80. Then Miriam Njideka 90. Then till the end. If you don't divide the scores 40-60, following the instruction and the pattern we used in coding this, when you go ahead and impute 90 for Miriam, after imputing that 90, submit it, it is going to give you 0 for Miriam. Miriam has no result on moral instruction because it was never programmed to have or to host a score that is more than 60. Please. So what you are going to do, if you are an IT administrator, a teacher does that, either you call the attention of the teacher to do the needful, or you use your hand and divide the scores. Before you input the score, you divide it. If it is 80, you make it 40-40. If it is 90, you can make it 40-50. If it is 70, you can make it 30-40. But bear in mind that the CA should not exceed 40. The exam should not exceed 60. Then secondly, some teachers, sometimes they will make mistakes. Maybe I've seen a teacher that will put 61 for a student in exam, then go to continuous assessment and put 39 or 40. That student you gave 61 in exam, when you put it in this computer, submit it, it will give that student 0 in examination because it was not programmed to host something that is above 60. Please, it's very, very important. It's very, very important. Good. So having done this, it's assumed that you have entered all the results. Then you click on Save Result. This save result means that you have submitted it. Save result means that you have submitted it. So as soon as you submit, it will now give you the information that this result has been submitted successfully. So I cannot put in any result here. I cannot submit because this is a school. Any result I put in, anything I submit will appear on the master list. So later on you can try it on your own. You can try it on your own. I think with this we can call it a day for today. It is 8 minutes to 9. We plan that this session will just be 1 hour session. So I would give time for questions. So type your question on the comment section. I will answer to the question. Please, it's very, very important. Type your question on the comment section if you are following this live session. Type your question on the comment section, then I will provide answer to it immediately. I will give you 2 minutes to do that. I'm waiting for questions. If there are no questions, I think we'll be able to sum up for this night. Then next time we will continue. I'm expecting your questions on the comment section. Ask it now. Let me use this visual illustration to answer your questions. This is not the one you'll be asking me to do a voice note. This kind of thing is not a voice note issue. It's something that you'll be seeing how it is being done. Please ask your questions. Ask your questions, then I'll answer to it. Okay, in the absence of any question, I want to just show this within 5 minutes, then we call it a day. After inputting the results, you have submitted all of them, then you want to print. How do you print? If you want to print, still under result management. Result management is about everything that concerns results. So you say here, you go here, you say batch printing of results. If you are printing for the whole school, so you go to batch printing of results. If you are printing for a single student, you go to print single results. But I think as an IT personnel for the school, you should be able to print for the school, the entire school. So you say batch printing of results. When you click on it, you choose the session 2025-2026. You choose the class, you choose the term, then you display results. When you display results, all the results will come here. But due to there is no results for this year, you will not see anything. So let me check 2024-2025 and display. So look at it now. You have seen the results, because the result of last year was recorded. That's why you are seeing results here. So I think with this we can call it a day. Thank you for following, and God bless you. My name is Franklin. Please, anytime you call me and I do not answer, just chat me on WhatsApp. Even if I don't respond, I will respond to you as soon as I see it. Due to the diocesan work, most of the times I used to be busy, either with that bishop or any other diocesan function. So I do apologize for the people who have not responded to their questions. Please, and I want to believe that this night will solve a whole lot of challenges. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.